Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jamie Springman. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and this is my business page. Today we're going to use two separate transfers on one surface. I absolutely love how you can take pieces of different transfers and make something completely unique. So let me share this real quick over to my VIP page. If you are not a VIP member, please comment VIP below and I'll get you over there. If you are wanting to know more about what I do, you can comment info below and I will share that with you. I am absolutely excited for today, even though today is a Monday. I just love coming and showing you guys how to do projects. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. All right, so I'm gonna move this down so you guys can see. So what we're gonna do today is, I took the block set. I have this set up on my mantle. Okay, this is the one side of it. Let me see if I can get it centered. There we go. And I flipped it over and I painted the pieces except this piece because I wanted that white. And I used gray chalk paint. And so we are going to get this project done. We're going to do Welcome to Our Nest. I love this one. I think it's super cute. And then we're going to use the small bird from our bird pattern transfer. I am excited to use this. I think this will be super cute for spring. Super, super on trend. I love that. And I'm getting ready to change out all of my decor because it was all Valentine's Day, and since today is Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. I'm changing out my decor. I love that I can change it within minutes and make something unique that's only to my decor choices. So if this is something you would love to make, but you don't want these colors, you can always choose your own colors and make your own unique creations. Now, in order to get the eggs to line up where you would want them, we have these, what they call registration marks. These little dots right here. Well, this is not a reusable surface. This is a repurposable surface, but not a reusable. So how am I going to use those registration marks? Well, there is a little tip and trick. You can use some placement tape, lay it down, chalk on it, so you have your registration marks. So when you go to pull up the transfer, you know exactly where those little eggs are going to go. So let's get started. I've already waxed these. These are already waxed and ready to go. Why do we wax the wood surfaces? Is to prep them for the paste, and it protects your transfers also. So I'm just going to set these off to the side, and we are going to get started. I'm going to move that. Of course, we're going to keep our packaging and our backer sheets because these are reusable 8 to 12 times. I always write on the back the name of the transfer. And the reason I do that is so, one, I know how they go back onto their backer sheet, because when you cut them apart, maybe you didn't cut the line completely straight, so there's like a little wonky spot. Then you know exactly how it's going to go on there. It's just a little tip from me to you. It just makes it easier when you go to put it back. I already wrote on this one because we're getting ready to use it. So that one came from the bird pattern transfer. And on the back of your transfer is all of your care instructions, which is another reason why I always recommend that people keep their backer sheets. Of course, we're going to fuzz this because we are using paste. I absolutely have been waiting to do this one, and I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do it on. And this is from our new product launch. I absolutely love this design. You could do this on so many different surfaces. It's super, super cute. like I said, I've already waxed this with surface wax. I'm just gonna sit this on here. I'm gonna push down and I'm gonna look at it, make sure it's straight because my OCD would go crazy. So we're just gonna use bright white, which is super, super cute, and it's gonna stand out really well on this gray. And you just go cover that silk screen. You just wanna make sure that silk screen is covered. Doesn't take much, guys, I promise. That's one reason why I love our paste jars, is because they last so long. You could do so many projects with them. And because I waxed it, that has not bled. So it's super, super crisp and clean. I'm just gonna dry this with my quick dry tool. I absolutely love this tool. It is amazing. It has 2 separate settings, high and low. It doesn't take much to dry. So let me clean up that and we'll move on to the next. We'll close up this jar because we don't want it to dry out. And our squeegees are also reusable. Okay, so I'm gonna put the bird on this. Super, super cute. I'm in love with these bird patterns. They are so cute, and you don't have to have the bird cutouts to put the bird patterns on. You can put them like this, like I'm doing right now, on a surface. Many people think just because it is a pattern, it has to only go on the birds. That is not true at all. I'm just gonna sit the bird. Actually, we're gonna put the bird up here towards the top. And I think we're gonna grab a little bit of green and do that leaf. I think that would be really pretty. So we're gonna do the bird in Lakeshore, which is a really pretty light blue. It's not the lightest blue we have, but it is a pretty, pretty light blue. I absolutely love Lakeshore. I think it's one of my favorite blue colors. I love blue anyway, so I also love the Colonial Blue. I think that's super, super pretty. Of course, our teal is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna pull that up. There's the little bird. Super cute, right? If you wanted to, and you had the bird cutout pattern, or the bird cutouts, you could put the one of the wings on here and make it kind of 3D-ish. That's something you wanted to do. That would be super cute. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna go grab the green. We're gonna use Meadow. Meadow is a pretty green color. We'll get that stirred up and ready to go. Let's get that stirred up. That is our Meadow. I love it. I'm going to use the multi-tool to stir it because the multi-tool is shaped perfectly for our jars. Also reusable, also has a baby squeegee on the end down here. So it makes it great for projects. And it's washable, which is even better. We're just gonna use, I was gonna use a mini squeegee, but instead I think I'm gonna use the multi-tool so I can show you guys how awesome the multi-tool is. Okay, this is a sprig, because that's what I'd call it. Of course, you're gonna fuzz it. Our fuzzing cloths are amazing. They're terry cloth on one side, microfiber on the other. The microfiber side is for cleaning. This one has been with me since the beginning, so it's got some life to it still. Lots and lots of life, and it washes really easy in the washer. All right, so I'm gonna use the little end of multi-tool just to show you that squeegee. I'm just gonna pull all that off, put all the extra back in, because every single little bit of that makes a huge difference. Super cute. I love it. The little bird. Okay, so now we're gonna do the nest. One of the great things about these is you don't have to be like, oh, well, this is this way and I need to do it this way, because no one's gonna see the back side of that when you go to put it on your mantle or on a shelf. Unless people can see the back of it, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Just a tip for you. Okay, so this is the nest, and it has those registration marks. So underneath, I'm actually going to put some placement tape, because I want to still write those or get those registration marks. So what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use the bright white, because the registration marks then will stand out and I can see them. It's easier to mark something and be able to see it with the bright white. So the nest would go just like this. Actually, guys, the placement tape won't work because that is just off of the design. So we're gonna have to eyeball it because this is just a little bit too short. That's okay, you can do it. I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, there is Storm, super pretty gray color, love this color. Why am I doing gray? I was gonna use bark, but I thought, that gray is gonna stand out really well against my other gray that I already have. So I thought, I've seen it done by other designers in gray, and so I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it a try. My walls in my house are gray, so I wanted something that was going to kind of blend, but not completely. My walls are super light gray. I absolutely love that, and my trim in my house is white, so this gray stands out really well. So there's the nest. Super adorable. I'm sticking these on my table, but that being said, my table is a craft table. So I would not recommend anybody sticking the transfers on any of, like an antique table or your dining room table. It does wash up with water. You just want to be super, super careful. And since we're layering, we are going to make sure that this is completely dry. Hold on just a second, guys. Transfer fell. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to make sure that this is completely dry all the way through. When you do layers, you want to make sure that the underneath layer is completely dry. If it feels dry, it doesn't mean it's all the way dry. And so we are going to be using the Colonial Blue for the eggs, because the Colonial Blue is just a little bit darker than the bird. So I kind of wanted the eggs to just stand out just ever so slightly. Super excited to try this. All right, so there are the eggs. So we're gonna have to make sure that where the eggs go is going to fit into the nest and look correct. So we're gonna have to eyeball it, which sometimes can be a little difficult, but I can see right now, first of all, that these are not gonna be as hard as it looks, because look, these can sit right directly on the design that's already there. So you just line it up. You just gotta line it up perfect. And you just gonna cover those lines. So even though we can't use the registration marks, we still can use it. Okay? And there's Colonial Blue. It's a really pretty blue. Absolutely love this color. It's a super pretty blue. It's one of my favorite blue colors. Lakeshore is probably my all-time favorite. And then Colonial would be my second. Colonial is almost the same color as my front door. But my front door is called Cornflower Blue. And there's the eggs. Super cute, right? Super cute. So we're gonna dry them. Now those eggs stand out really well against the gray. The lines lined up perfectly. Just gotta have a little bit of patience and you can get it done. So pretty. So this is what the design would look like, okay? So we put this up on a shelf. Welcome to our nest. You can either do it like this, and then the bird. Actually, I'm just gonna go like that. Okay, or you can take and do it like this. So there's multiple different ways you can sit these blocks. I love it. I think it looks really, really good. I love how it turned out. If you guys are watching this on a replay, just go ahead and put hashtag replay. If you're watching this live, go ahead and say hello. And I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. But I love this design, and I will give you guys the cart link on how to get all of this yourself. And yes, you guys can paint with our paste. You just water it down a little bit and you can paint with it. I did it on this side and I did it on this side, and I absolutely love it. It gives it its own unique look. Again, with the blocks, you can put them however you want. You want them like this, then put them like that, and then put them up on your shelf. So I absolutely love this. It's super cute. I love it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. If you are not a designer, please click the SHARE button and spread the love for me. And you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all here tomorrow. Bye, guys.